What is going on, everybody? It's Infinity Vortex here, and welcome to Let's Play Super Mario 3D Land. And this is my very first 3DS Let's Play that I'm doing, and I'm pretty excited for it. And I think I've mentioned this quite a few times on my channel already, but I got this new 3DS XL about 4 months ago to compensate for my growing hands. And no, it's not the new 3DS XL, it's just a new regular 3DS XL. I don't really think that the actual new 3DS XL is worth it yet. I want to see some exclusive games come out if this is going to be Nintendo's next big handheld. Anyways, it came equipped with a capture card soldered into the back of the system, so now I can finally record 3DS videos. It was over $500, but it was totally worth it because this adds at least 10 games to play on my channel. I got it from an online store called Katsu Kitty, I think it's pronounced. It's based in Japan, and they make these capture cards for not only the 3DS, but also PlayStation Vita, and I think the regular DS as well. And you don't have to get a new system altogether because you can actually send your device to them and they will then install the capture card. I just got a new 3DS because, like I said, my hands are larger than what they were 3 years ago, and the regular 3DS was beginning to cramp up my hands. Anyways, I have everything set up, I did some test recordings, and everything is working greatly so far. And unlike most TV and console capture devices, this doesn't actually have any delay whatsoever. If you're recording audio from the USB cable, which I recommend, there's a very tiny audio delay. It's like so unnoticeable though. You probably wouldn't even have noticed it if I didn't even mention it. So you can even just hook it up to your TV or your computer and use it as a large screen for your 3DS. So now that I'm ready, let's begin playing Super Mario 3D Land. So something interesting about this Let's Play is that I'm actually going to be completing the game 100%, something you don't really see too much on my channel, and that's mainly because this game is actually quite easy to 100%. It takes some time, but it's pretty easy altogether, but it's not easy in a boring way. The game is definitely very enjoyable, like most other Mario games. Now, it's not so easy to the point where I can get every single star medal on camera, because I don't even remember where all of them are. I haven't played this in quite a while, but most of them are pretty obvious. And if I do miss any, then I'll definitely get them off camera and show you on the next part. Okay, so the reason I have the lower screen on right now is just so that you can see all the menus. I'm gonna leave it on for the opening and the first stage, just so you can see what everything looks like. I think the opening, the bottom screen's just black, I don't know. You can also see that I've gotten 100% right here. I've done it before. Anyways, let's start a new game down here in File B, I guess. So, okay, yeah, that guy, sure. Alright, let's begin. Yes, Mario, thanks for covering that for me. I mean, that was nice of you. But anyways, lightning. Oh no, I kind of want to play, like, I kind of want to watch the computer screen as I play, but at the same time, it's weird, because there's, like, 4 screens in front of me, basically, and, I think it would feel weird. So, yeah, sorry, I thought there was going to be something on the bottom, but, there's nothing, so that's just a weird-looking top screen right there. So, they're staring at a tree. I don't know what they were doing before this, watching Saturday Night Live, as every other video game character ever does. They were probably playing Smash and freaking out over it. So, oh no, Bowser, again, yeah, generic, kidnapping of Peach, again, just like every other Mario game, except for, like, 3D World. That's one of them. There's only like a few of them. Anyways, let's continue. So, oh no, Mario's weird. This game doesn't really have any plot either. It's essentially just like a classic Mario game, except it's in, like, you know, modern graphics, like 3D. It's got like no plot, like barely any dialogue. The only things you ever hear are from Peach, and if there's any other text, it's usually in like text boxes. So, yeah, it's a very simple game, and like I said, it's pretty easy. Anyways, oh no, Mario's got a P, let's go. Stage 1, let's go. There's a red exclamation mark, and yeah, that's what the world map looks like. There's really nothing special on the bottom screen. It's just like, this is really the bottom screen of the thing. It just shows you, like, it's literally just like the item that you have in reserve, and the star medals, and what stage it is, the lives you have. And you can also, let's see, it's like weird, like I said, there's like 4 screens in front of me. This is kind of confusing. You could like pan the screen back and forth. That doesn't really come in handy too many times, but it's a feature, I guess. So I'm just going to show you this, and then after this I'm just going to turn it off because, like I said, nothing too special. So anyways, here's Tanuki Mario. If we actually come over here, here's the first star medal in the game. It just, you know, this stage is trying to show you that there's 3D because look, there's stage you can't see. Whoa, that's incredible. Wow. But yeah, this game, it's a charm to play. It's fun. Let's see, there's actually a 1-up down here, so let's just grab that. And yeah, this definitely feels better. I haven't actually used this 3DS that much. I've really only tested it out for like Mario Kart 7. But yeah, it does feel much better than the regular size 3DS. It's a lot more comfortable, and yeah, I love it so far. So there we go, we got an extra mushroom in reserve if we ever die or something. I don't know when that's gonna happen, but if it happens, we got a mushroom, and that's sure to be replaced pretty soon by just a Tanuki leaf. Let's just grab that coin because we're obviously not Jewish. There's a thing. I wasn't trying to be racist. I'm sorry. So there's that. So let's actually come up here. It's this one right here. As you can see, there's actually a note block. There's everything from like the classics in this is in this game basically. It's, like I said, it's just a classic, but with like updated graphics basically, which makes it pretty fun. So here's where the actual like 3D effect of this console comes in. It was trying to show this because this was a launch title back like 4 years ago. So it just changes. It's like, whoa, it's in 3D. I'm not gonna turn the 3D on though because I think that's gonna mess up the video. I'm not sure. I don't wanna risk it. So let's just jump down here. Yeah, we're not gonna kill ourselves because first of all, we're Mario. He doesn't take fall damage. And yeah, we have a Tanuki suit, so we can just float nice and gently down. So if you have the Tanuki suit, well, first of all, we got this block right here. We can just do that. And we actually got this right here, and this is a new feature with the Tanuki suit. You just do that, and you flick the gear, and it just goes up. And so right here, we just got some coins. There aren't even any points in this game, as you can tell. It's just coins for lives, and that's it. There's like no points, which is very weird. Usually Mario games have points. I guess those are really only like the 2D ones though, or do I think Mario 3D World has it. This one just doesn't though. I guess they just kind of went lazy on that. So right here you can either use the circle pad, which I prefer, or you could actually use the gyroscope, and I'm pretty sure I turned the gyroscope off. Why is it on? I turned it off on this console. I guess it just went past the firewall or something, and it can do it in this game because this is trying to show off every feature possible because it's a launch title. Anyways, we can zoom in and zoom out. There's the goal. It's just showing us. And there's Toad. You can see the Toad in the distance. Sometimes he does something funny. Sometimes he gives you a star medal, and that's essential. But other times, like half the times, he just does some weird crap that like nobody cares about. And yeah, thanks for doing that, Toad. What a nice waste of time. So let's continue over here. I was gonna take the shortcut. There's like a speedrunner shortcut up there, but I just didn't feel like doing it because of, you know, continuity purposes. And I don't know if any of you haven't seen this game. I'm sure everybody watching this has, though. So that was a voice crack. I don't even know where I'm going with this. Let's just that's the last star medal. So there are 3 star medals in every stage. I don't think there's any exceptions. Yeah, 3 in every stage, and there's actually some like bonus stages that can appear every once in a while, and we can grab 1 or 2 extra star medals from those, and you can actually get some more from over like Wi-Fi or something like Street Pass or Spot Pass as they call it. It doesn't even matter. It shows like as if the person you walked past gave you the stage, but really it's just like you walk past someone, you get a stage. That's it. You took your 3DS out into the world. Congratulations. Anyways, that is the end of stage 1, which means I'm just gonna pause the video right now and get rid of that lower screen so you can see all the goodness, and like it'll just increase the size by like 20%. Okay, so there we go. Bottom screen's off. Let's continue. Let's go on to the second stage right here, and we're going to be introduced to the Fire Flower now in this game. Show how you can shoot fireballs in 3D. Whoa. And yeah, we're just gonna swinging giant mace ball, spike ball thing. It's very, very ominous. Here's the Fire Flower. It can burn boxes, and also we're in 3D, which means we can shoot in any direction we want. Whoa, that is revolutionary, yo. Okay, so I've actually been noticing as I was watching like the past couple test recordings that the audio, it sounds a little bit like it sounds like the bass is just like it sounds like it has like excessive bass or something, and not enough like of the other sounds or something. I don't know. It sounds very like deep and weird, and my voice sounds fine though. So I don't know. I might mess around with this a little bit more. I haven't really used it that much. I only did like a couple test recordings, and yeah, I didn't do anything too much. It's actually more complicated than you would think it is. It's not just a display on the screen. It's got all these factors, and yeah. So I think I'm just gonna mess around with that a little bit more once I'm done with this, and just figure out everything and make sure that this is at the best quality. You know, 3DS captures aren't really the best, because this console isn't really made to be captured, so to say. You know, it's just like, it's not a console, like a it's not a TV console or anything, so it's very weird. Oh yeah, that's right, we're actually supposed to do that, and oh no, I forgot to show how you could actually kill the thing. Long story short, you could kill the giant spike ball when you're invincible. It's cool because it's like, you're scary, I'm gonna kill you now. Anyways, it's easy. This whole thing, it's easy, so let's kill these guys. And there we go, that's the last star medal. I don't know how entertaining this is so far. I don't know. Let's just do this. This gives us something. It gives us claps. Thank you for those claps. They're very I like them. They make me feel better about myself. Anyways, here's the end. Luckily, I still had that Tanuki leaf in reserve, so I could just do this and actually get the 1-up, because part of getting 100% is getting the golden flag like that, getting the top of the tip of the flagpole on every single stage, which is pretty ridiculous. In order to like I said, it takes time to 100% this game, but it's fun, it's enjoyable, even though it's kind of tedious. After a while, I will say, it starts getting not as enjoyable. But those, like I said, those are mostly the tedious parts. Finding all the star medals and everything. This game, it's like I said, like 2 times already. It's just a classic with 3D graphics, so it's definitely very enjoyable. Here's one of those little extra stages I mentioned where you could get the extra star medals, and most of them contain 1. Sometimes you could get 2 if it's like a really lucky one. Welcome to the mystery box. Okay, that's a very original name. Clear the room and get the item before time runs out. You might even find a star medal. You might even find one. Yeah, you will. Because if you don't, you suck. What you have to do is just clear the room within 10 seconds, basically. It's like the easiest thing on the planet. Just do that, and they get a little bit more challenging, but it's you will most likely always have at least like 3 seconds left on the clock. It's nothing challenging. Did you get the star medal? You bet your ass I did. Mystery boxes you play will be sent with your meat to other players from now on if you're using Street Pass, except nobody plays this game anymore because it's 4 years old already. So who does that, man? You might also receive new mystery boxes from them through Street Pass. Yeah, that's what I was explaining. That's it for now. See you in the next mystery box. You don't, like I said, you don't actually get anything from them. It's just like you walk past someone. Well, we're gonna give you a star medal. Just nice job. You went outside. So anyways, let's move on to stage 3. I think this is just going to be the regular rule of like 1 world per video. If they get any longer, I don't think these worlds can get really too long. But if they do, I'll split the video maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna try to keep it 1 world per video, especially when it comes to like a Mario game like this, like a linear Mario game like this. You know, it just feels right to like do 1 world per video in like these kinds of games. And even if the last world is just like, you know, it takes an hour to do, if like the video's an hour long, I don't care. This is the rule, 1 world per video. I'm sticking with it. You know, Kobanemani does that, and his videos can get long, but they're enjoyable, right? Which means that obviously mine are too. Let's go to stage 3. Okay, yep, that's it. And I love the little like the thumbnails, like the little previews to each stage. It kind of shows you the whole theme of the stage, just a general like idea what's it about. Like, it just shows you the main feature of the stage. And in this case, we're in the sky and we're on wooden platforms. So let's do this. And this is an example of where you kind of need to actually check these things, especially if you don't know about all of them. If you haven't played this game, you got to check them, because right there, as you can see, he gives us a star medal, so we got to go get that. That's the first star medal in the stage. So here's piranha plants. I think no, I was gonna say we saw a piranha plant in the first stage. I was gonna say they were like ink piranha plants before they're even regular piranha plants in this stage. Let's hope we get a okay, good. I honestly prefer this over the fire flower, mainly because you can fly, and it comes in handy in like 75% of the stages. So generally you're going to want a I think I screwed that up. I was actually supposed to use the shell to like, there's a chain of guys down here and I was supposed to use that on whatever. Yeah, you're pretty much going to want the Tanuki suit over the fire flower for most cases. Like I said, there are some times where you're going to actually need the fire flower more than the Tanuki suit, but I always like to keep at least one in reserve, just so that I can make sure I get to the tip of the flagpole at the end. So here's a little extra thing. It doesn't give us, the ones in the stages won't give you star medals. They're just little extra rooms. This one has just an infinite amount of coins. Just mash B or A as hard as you can, and you get a 1-up, or maybe 2 if you're extremely fast. Like, I swear there's one guy that can push a button 16 times per second, which is the world record. I want to see that in action. It's not like I'm like, you know, I don't believe that. I believe that, I just want to see it happen. So, there is this right here. How do I do this? I all of a sudden cannot jump as high. You have to, like, build it up. I think it's like that. Okay, yeah, here we go. We're gonna get a 1-up or something. I just killed 2 with, like, 1 landing. That was crazy. There we go. 5 enemies in a row is a 1-up, not, like, 8 or however many more they were in previous games. It's just 5 now. Except for invincibility, it's still the point chain. It's not even like the point chain. They changed the points into coins, but it's still that invincibility chain. The invincibility chain stays the same. But for, like, jumping off of enemies to get a streak, they make it easier. It's just 5 instead of, like, 8 or, like I said, however many. I don't remember. So, this guy, no, it's this guy that gives you the fire flower. But like I said, I don't really want that. I don't think there's really anywhere in the stage I only like to use the fire flowers if there's, like, something you need it for, like the torches that you have to light or something. So here is a rainbow block, and it's like, we're going into coin heaven, just like in Super Mario Bros. 3. And at the end of each coin heaven is actually a star medal, so you want to make sure you actually go to these coin heavens, and I screwed that up because you can actually there's like 5 enemies. Is it a different chain for invincibility too? Because I swear, no, I think it's the same chain. It's like 8 or something though. I think it's a little bit less than previous games, but yeah, in each coin heaven there's actually an invincibility star, and all the enemies that are in that coin heaven make up they give you a life because it's just the right amount or something like that. But I screwed that up because I missed one of the enemies foolishly. I don't know how, but yeah, basically in the coin heavens you could just you could get lives like that. It's pretty neat. And let's come down here, and there's also sometimes time, as you had seen in that coin heaven. So we actually got to do this. We got to just jump and float. Yes, I actually got it. I got so scared for some reason. I thought I would miss it, but I didn't. Okay, we're gonna land on this guy. Nice. Alright, that was... I was gonna say we landed on him with a lot of force, but we actually have this, so... Not really. Let's do this. And right here, I think this game introduces those platforms. Those platforms you step on either side, and it moves it, and that's a feature in some stages. So we got a 1-up because we're actually first of all, because we got to the top of the flagpole, and I don't think we got a 1-up for killing all those enemies at the bottom there. I don't think so. So anyways, that was stage 3. We have like 2 or 3 more stages. We got 3 more stages. Actually, no, we got 2. That mushroom right there is another bonus little thing. It's not a like a mystery box, but it's something. I'll show you if you don't know what it is. So this is an example right here of a bonus, like, unlockable stage, and it's going to ask you for a certain amount of star medals, and eventually we're actually going to start seeing, like, the boss stages asking us for medals, and in that case, you actually need to get those star medals in order to get past the world. It's not just like a bonus stage like this. So yeah, even if you aren't going for 100%, you do need to collect some star medals. It encourages you to go exploring and find the star medals, and it's also, I guess it also presents a challenge for like speedrunners. It makes a speedrun a little more challenging because you kind of have to stop and get the star medals unless you know how to plow through it. Like there's some star medals you could just get by, like, you know, plowing through the game, but it presents a challenge for speedrunners, I guess. I guess Nintendo recognized the fact that there's speedrunners in the world. I'm not one of them. But anyways, let's unlock this bonus stage right here. And oh, by the way, I'm actually recording this with OBS. I don't think the software for Katsukity game display or whatever, I'm not going to say capture, it's a capture card, but I don't think the software itself can record the game. I think it's just and even if it did, I don't think you would be able to use a mic or anything. I don't know if you could put your mic input into it. It's really just like a display for the 3DS, and then you got to use a separate software to record it. So I'm just using OBS, and I kind of had to mess with it a lot because I don't know. I'm not going to explain it right now, but the settings were very weird. The window was not like the size of the screen or whatever. It was not right. It was very squeezed and stretched, and I had to mess with it. But I finally got it to the correct aspect ratio, and now it is working fine. So anyways, here's actually an example of those moving platforms and where it comes in handy. There's like only a few stages that in the game that actually like express them a lot. Like this is like the main feature of the stage. There's a few of them in this game, but and they can show up in other stages sometimes. But if you see like a level thumbnail, I guess you want to call it, with the moving platform, it generally means like 98% of the stage is the moving platforms, as you can see by this right here. So let's just do it. We got to you know, you obviously can't really plow through this one. You just got to let it take its time, I guess. You can't like speed it up in any way. Going to the edge doesn't speed it up or anything. And there's also these right here, and it's really just about timing when it comes to especially when it comes to those geysers right there. They will actually launch you onto another level of the track or something, and you're gonna need to figure out some puzzles like that in these kinds of stages for some star medals. So here's actually a little checkpoint right here. It just gives us a break. We're finally on land, and that's just a checkpoint, I think. I don't think there's no, there's nothing up here on this one. I'm thinking of another stage or something like that. I remember, or it might be just later in this stage. I don't know. Anyways, there's a star medal down there, and there's actually a fire piranha on a little spinny helicopter thing. I don't know what you want to call that. And right here, as you can see, there's actually no little blocks at the end. If you see those curves, that means the platform can actually fall off, and you will die from that. You got to check to make sure there's blocks there, like those little square blocks there that stop. They will actually like block they will block you from falling off. But if you don't see them, if you see the little loops, that means you gotta be careful, because you could fall off and die. So let's jump into this. And this is actually just like this. You actually want to just run to the right one, because this one isn't actually infinite like the other one was, but it gives you the right one gives you a crap ton of them, and generally a life, because as you can see, that was just a crap ton of coins, man. So let's continue. There's the last star medal up there. We actually have to do this, and alright, that is how you do it. You can actually like go to the right and then wait and then go to the left, but that takes a little bit more time and effort. So let's just do this, and there we go. There's some time down there, but we're almost done with the stage. I don't think we really need it. I think we're actually coming to the end right here. So yeah, here's actually a giant slope. Whoa, we're going super fast. Gotta go fast, mates. Whoa, this is some Michael Bay stuff. Yo, we're falling, and we didn't die. We didn't. Mario's just like, where was that? He didn't even feel the shock. There was like no shock. The wheels just absorbed all of it. So I don't think there's anything up here, is there? I don't ever remember there ever being anything up here. Coins. Yep. If you just wanna coin it out, because there's no points. So might as well just get the coins for 1-ups. And let me tell you, you don't have to do any like 1-up tricks in this game. It's extremely easy to get 1-ups in this game, because the game it's just extremely easy altogether, like I said. But like I said, it's not I guess extremely easy if you're going for all the star medals. I did have to look up things on my first playthrough, but yeah, as you can see, I already have like 17 lives, 16 lives, and we're only in like the 4th stage. This is it just goes to show you how many lives you could really get in this game. It's pretty ridiculous. I usually end with like 400 lives at the end of a complete playthrough. And in fact, I think I have like 400 after the end of like the first half of the game. It's ridiculous how easy it is to get lives, and because the game is kind of easy, you know, to the point where you probably won't die that much, yeah, you're gonna have a lot of lives. And getting 100% in this game, like some other modern Mario games, requires you to get the triple crown amount of lives, because obviously crown is a number or something like that. You know, I don't know what Nintendo's trying to get at, but apparently their logic explains that crown equals a number after 9. Anyways, here's the little Toad House thing. This is not a place where you could get a star medal. Instead, it's actually a place where you could get an extra power-up. In this case, we got a fire flower. I think the castle right here is actually going to require us to use a fire flower more than a Tanuki leaf, but I'm going to try to keep this one Tanuki leaf right here in reserve so I could use it if I need to get past any tricky parts, which I think there's going to be a little parkour thing I can do with it in this castle right here. So let's actually jump into this castle. It's the boss stage of the first worlds, and the first video is already almost like 15 minutes long. But yeah, I don't care. It's good. You gotta stick to the rule. 1 world per video. No matter how long it takes, one world per video. So here we go into the castle, and let's see. We actually got these guys right here. I thought they were cute. I felt bad for killing them the first time, but then I realized they're evil, so I had to kill them anyways. Let's see. There's fire bars. It's just everything in 3D. There's also this, and there's a star medal right there. I'm starting to speedrun this right now. I don't know why, but let's just go. Dry bones. They're in 3D. They can't be affected by fire. Actually, no. I want to keep this. Do I? Yeah, I do. I have a Tanuki leaf in reserve anyway, so I most likely won't get hurt at all. So, you know, because it's like the first castle, so I don't think that was very close right there. I thought it waited a little bit longer, but anyways, Hammer Bros and the Bro guys, like the Boomerang Bros and such, they explode into 3 coins. I don't think they've done that in any other games, but yep, 3 coins for them because this is in 3D, so it can actually like explain the fact that there's 3 coins at once. There's the second star medal, and it's not like you won't have to worry about like missing any star medals, because the order is actually presented, like the order that it's in at the bottom is the order that it's in the stage. So if you get the 3rd star medal and you miss the 2nd one, it will actually it will cover up, it will fill in the 3rd slot, but the 2nd one will be open, so you can actually know like, oh, I missed the 2nd one, so I gotta look in between where I got these 2 star medals. It's, or like if you missed the first one and got the other 2, it's like, okay, I need to look somewhere in the beginning of the stage. It just makes the game even all that easier, because I think like in Sonic or something, I believe it is, in some of his games with like the red star rings that they introduced like 5 years ago, and it's like a staple now for some reason, it doesn't always present it in the order that it's in the stage, and it's weird sometimes. But yeah, with this one, you'll actually it makes it a little bit easier, because you can tell which ones you missed, like where to look in the stage. So here's this. I think that was a voice crack right there. I think that was actually like an anti-voice crack. Like, instead of going up on the scale, like vertically on the scale, it went horizontal. Like my pitch didn't get higher. It was just like, I don't even know what that was. I'm sorry for that. But this obviously won't give you a star medal, seeing that we got all of the star medals. So, well, what's the gyroscope for this? I'm just gonna use the thing. Can't even like look for some reason. Okay, what's this? It's just showing us the goal. There isn't even a toad. I think if we look in here, there's that toad, and it just shows how he's scared. This gyroscope is so messed up. I don't even know why I have it on. It's like I'm tilting all the way to the left, and if I go centered, it's like at the very right. Okay, that's weird. I hate the gyroscope on this thing. It never comes in handy at all. Man, I forgot I didn't have the Tanuki suit, and I almost died there. That wouldn't be good. I believe, yeah, if you touch lava, you die instantly. It's not like the other 3D games like Super Mario 64 and Galaxy, where if you touch lava, it just deals some damage. No, it's like like I said, that's what I wanted to mention. Like, this is a 3D game. It's like the other 3D games like 64 and Galaxy combined with the classics into this game, because it is 3D, but instead of collecting stars and being like semi-open, like you could do any mission you want in any row, and like a health bar, it's got all the features of, it's got all like the elements of the classic games, where you have power-ups instead of like a health bar, and you know, you die instantly if you touch lava. I guess that's one. And there's like a world map too. There's like different worlds with world maps. Barely any plot. It's got everything. So I lost my Tanuki suit, which means I'm probably screwed. Yeah, okay, that's not good. That's not good. Okay, that was actually it. Seeing as this is the first castle, yeah, that was pretty good. In the later castles, there's going to be larger bridges that we have to get across, so I probably would have died there. So, and there's even false Bowsers, just like in the first game. Like, that wasn't the real Bowser, that was a Goomba combined with a Tanuki leaf, and that was like some weird, weird science experiment. I don't know if there's any scientists that like combined animals in laboratories and life forms. I know there was Darwin. He just made evolution, though. That's not combining animals genetically. I guess you could say that's genetic modification, and it's very weird. But anyways, here's Toad. What do you want, Toad? I guess, okay, he doesn't even want to say anything. Okay, Toad, you could just go be Toad now, I guess. Nobody likes you. Okay, let's just, yeah, it gives you time, I guess, just to be fair. Yeah, this game is just fair to you in so many ways. It's weird. I remember when games used to be unfair to you all the time, and I played games mostly that are unfair to you, but in this case, I don't know what happened, but like Nintendo just completely turned the tides, and they just made this game mostly fair to you, surprisingly. And it actually gives you that time, I guess, in case you were running out of time, and because the timer is still counting down. So if you killed the boss and you had like, say, like 10 seconds left, it wouldn't be fair because you killed the boss, but you didn't make it to the end, so I guess they just do that to be fair to you or something. But then again, what if you have 10 seconds left, you kill the boss, and then you can't make it to the time in time? I don't know. That's some weird logic right there. Anyways, yes, we got this. It's pretty easy to jump to the flag without the Tanuki suit, but I just want to be safe anyway. I always want to be safe, because there's some stages where it's like, there's some parts where you kind of do need it, and that 99 coins was giving me such OCD. Thankfully, we completed the stage, and I think, does Mario automatically go to World 2? If not, that's good, because I would like to save the cutscene for the next part. Okay, good. He doesn't actually go to World 2. I would like to save the whole World 2 thing for the next part or something, just so that we can get a good exposition on each world. It's kind of tough to decide sometimes if I want to go to the next world and end it there, or if I just want to stop where I was at the very end of the world and then go to the next world on the next part, which is normally what I do. I normally do the latter, so, you know, I'm just gonna stick with that. It's like, I have to think about that with basically every Let's Play, so I just really gotta decide either or. It doesn't really matter now, does it? Because chances are, when you're actually seeing this, when someone actually sees this, they're going to be, like, when a lot of people actually see this, it's going to be, like, 10 years from now, and the entire playlist is going to be up, and I'm probably even going to have, played this game, like, 3 times on my channel already. I don't know if I'm ever going to play multiple, I don't know if I'm ever going to play a game multiple times on my channel. Ooh, I don't know. I certainly haven't had 5 games planned to redo on my channel yet, and you have to wait a month to see them. Anyways, guys, that was the first part of Super Mario 3D Land. Like I said, I'm very excited to start doing 3DS Let's Plays, and let me know if you have any, like, suggestions on anything that that I can do to make this video look and sound better, I guess. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't done this too much. I just started today. I did a couple recordings before. I just messed with the settings, and I still don't really know all of the settings, so let me know if you guys have any suggestions, if you've done this before and you have any suggestions as to how I can make this better. But like I said, like the 3DS and basically like all handhelds and even like phones and stuff, you're not really going to get good, like very good quality out of them, because they're just tiny devices. They're not really meant to be captured anyway. And as you can see with this 3DS, even though this is like the most modern, or one of the most modern, like, handheld consoles, it's still pretty pixelated, and that's because it's really just a tiny screen, and, you know, when you stretch it out to something this big, it looks kind of weird. Nevertheless, I'm still excited to play games on my 3DS for you on YouTube, so that's going to be it for this video, guys. Let's see if we can get it to reach 15 likes once again, so do not forget to leave a like if you enjoyed watching this video, and share it with your friends, and subscribe to stay updated for more Super Mario 3D Land and other 3DS Let's Plays and other Let's Plays in general in the future. So until the next part, guys, that is all for now.